fourth grade, we had a really good conversation about The Night Cafe by Vincent van Gogh. And then we looked at a few of his sketches, and he always liked to make a sketch before painting, and he was really good with using different kinds of lines to indicate the textures in his picture. And that got me thinking about lines and line quality. And I thought it would be fun to kind of do a project this week that incorporated line quality with Halloween. So I thought we would use a ghost and then practice using different line thicknesses, thinnesses, different kind of lines such as zigzag and curved and dashed lines and diagonal lines. So we're going to have a variety of different kind of lines and thicknesses and thinnesses within this artwork. For this project, you will need a pencil. Please don't use lined paper if you can. Get drawing paper or white paper. And then I would use either a black Sharpie or a black marker, a black crayon, or a black colored pencil. Either will work for this project. So go ahead and get those right now. Guys, what's going on? What's going on, guys? I feel kind of weird. You guys could help me. Please help me. This is our ghost, and I've got this idea from the internet. So if you have a ghost that you really like drawing a certain way, I am not saying you have to draw ghosts this way. This is just an idea. So I got the idea from someone else. You can use this idea or you can use your own idea. The whole thing is, though, I want something white in the middle to contrast with the patterns of the lines in the background, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to put this off to the side. And let's go ahead and sketch our ghost in the middle using the pencil first, just in case we make any mistakes. So I'm going to position my ghost in the middle of the page. That way I have space around him. He's not quite as centered as I want, so I'm going to move that over just a little bit. Okay, and I know you probably can't see this. I'm going to sketch it out lightly, and then I'm going to go back and darken these lines for you. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add the eyes, and I'm fairly confident that I can do that without my pencil. Okay, once I have that drawn, I'm going to go ahead and divide up the space, so that I can add different types of line all the way around. I don't want to have all the same. I want to kind of be creative and think about what I can do. So I used a straight edge, and I know that not all of us have rulers at home. So if you had something like this, or the edge of a binder, something straight that you can use to kind of help you make those lines look nice and even all the way around. I'm going to kind of make a little center point here to kind of go around with. So I'm going to pretend that there's a little nose right here in the middle between the eyes. I'm just going to make a little dot there. I'm going to line my ruler up with that dot, and I'm going to go ahead and make my lines go up the page. Now, one thing you want to remember, if you are using a Sharpie, you should have a paper underneath because it likes to bleed through. So I like to have a paper underneath and on the edge so that I can go off all the way off the edge without getting it on the table. So I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different spaces to fill in. Okay, so with each space you have some choices. You can go ahead and do them in pencil, or if you're pretty confident and you know exactly what you want to do and you're not worried about making mistakes, it's okay to use the marker. I'm just going to clean up my edges a little bit. where my pencil was. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna repeat some of the ones that I've seen over here just to kind of give you an idea, and then I think you'll catch on really fast on what to do, and then you can go ahead and just get started. So once you have the lines drawn, you're gonna start filling in those spaces. So I'm gonna do spirals in this one. So I could keep going, but I think you guys understand. Now on the next one, again, you're gonna use a variety of lines. I don't wanna see the same line. So if these are curvy, probably the next ones next to it should be straight. So I can go back to my ruler. Again, I can line it up with that center point, and I can do some stripes coming out from the edge. And I'm trying to vary the thickness of my lines. So I don't want all the lines to be marker width. I want some of them to be really thick and some of them to be thin. So there's multiple ways I can do that. I can take and I could fill in every other one like I did right over here. So I have black and white, and that would help out creating a thick line. Okay, so thick lines going out. Okay, and then on this other one, we did a, up top we did, let's go ahead and do the dash line first. So again, lining it up with the dot and doing dash lines. Now, some of you might be thinking, do I have to do the same kind of lines as Miss Van? And the answer is no. In fact, if you come up with better ideas, that's what I want to see. I want to see you guys coming up with as many ideas as you can and just having fun with it in the amount of time that you've been given today, and try to filling up all of your space. Okay, so dashed, curved, all these different kind of lines. I think you're starting to understand what to do now. Zigzag is a good one to do. Wavy, you can exaggerate the wavy. Kids last year liked to do more of like a slimy sort of look, and I'm sure you could Google that and see that. Circular lines, so diagonal lines. You could do other straight lines, you could do horizontal, vertical lines. You could do different kinds of patterns with the lines. Guys, just have fun making your ghost, and I'm excited to see what you come up with today. Please remember to submit your assignment in the Dropbox today. This is one I'm going to take for points. So when you're finished, go ahead and send me a picture of that and show it to me in the Meet so I know that you're done. And I hope you guys have a really good Halloween.